Big Knock took the challenge, the 1 month put up or shut up to the channels. And he was the first channel to put up or shut up with this bet for 1 month. And actually, Big Knock, I listened to you saying that I am going to take the challenge. I accept the challenge, right? The bet of the put up, shut up. But then in the video, you was explaining some things. And I actually want to let you know that you part of the 1 month by modifying the rules. Because I was listening. Just like I listened to Knockout and Main Man, and they was complaining on one want to shut their channel down, and there's other boxes to talk about. Sorry, I already got my coffee. And so that's how I modify rules. Instead of 2 months, I was kind of extreme. I'm kind of extreme so much. I broke it down to 1 month. And then I listened to Main Man and Knockout that bitch ass nigga. And I said, you know what? Let me modify it. It's about listening and reasoning. It's not about catching that attitude and saying, oh, the hell with them. And no. So Knockout, even though you're a bitch ass nigga, you did help me modify, because you did say there's other boxes. Yeah, there's other boxes to talk about. So we should not talk about Errol Spence and Crawford post-fight. You can't talk about it, right? So Big Knock. And this week been a pretty good week, you know. I got surprised by one of my subscribers, a big surprise. If you see in my last video with that bitch ass nigga, Best Fight the Best, he said he went on his live, so I went and go and check out the live, and he asked a couple questions, and he put this man on blast with his character and how this man can't stand on the square. Then the other video with Knockout 86, he tried to diss me, right? He tried to put false propaganda out there, and I had the screenshot that he said I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and he said, look at my numbers and look at your numbers, right? So I'm showing you the character of the channels. There's certain characters of channels that you could rock with and you can't rock with. See, the same thing what Mayweather said. It's either you like me or you don't like me. You're gonna see me. Whether you like me or not, or you like me, you're gonna come and see me. Either you want to see me rise up or you want to see me fall, you're gonna come see me. So me, I know that everybody gotta exist. So I don't care about another man's subscribers. I don't care about another man's having more subscribers than me, right? But I do care about my character. I do care about my integrity. I do care about somebody giving you false representative about me on another man's channel. And that's what you did, Knockout, right? So I had to show you that he said that my channel was here for 10 years. And I'm telling all the people that see me now, go zoom down. You'll see only been here 3 years. And the man's worried about, I've been here 3 years, right? So let's move on to some positive energy. Some positive, because I had 2 negative energies, right? But it's not just about negative energy, it's about positive energy. Because no matter what, everybody's getting promoted. Whether I like them or not, you could come on my channel and say, who's that bitch ass nigga? Or you could say, you know what, that guy that Caps is arguing about, let me go on his channel and check out some of the shit he got to say. Oh, I like him. I'm going to subscribe to him. So, yeah, whether I like you or not, you all getting promoted on my channel. All right? Just like Mayweather said, whether you like me or not, you're going to come and see me. It is what it is. You're going to pay for me. You're going to pay to see me fall. It is what it is. So I don't have hatred. I don't care about, I have dislikes, but I do not have hatred. But today we got positive energy. We got a man that stands on his square, Big Knock. So I'm telling my subscribers, do me a favor and press the like button and press the subscribe button to this man. I'm going to show you some of his character. I'm going to show you how he break down between, he's not an aerosexual. He's an Aero fan. He's not, let me repeat this. He's not an aerosexual. He's an Aero fan. And he's going to show you his character on my channel. So you can say, you know what, that man is cool, man. Let me go to his channel. So I'm hoping that 2.5 subscribers he have, the 3,000 I have on my channel, added to his channel. So you can have 5,000 or 6,000. That's how I work over here, man. Regardless if I like you or not. But this man, just like he said, he's a brother from another. We got more similarities than dislikes. You know what I'm saying? So I could rock with Big Knock, man. So let's listen to what we gotta say, and I'm gonna break it down. and I'm going to have my opinion on it and show you how he's going to modify this. And he doesn't even know, but he gave me ideas. Let's go, man. Let's go. Today's a good day. It's a good Friday.
Sleeping tower and
big caps in full G. You know what I'm saying? I refer to everybody as big, to be honest with you. Big OGs, you know what I'm saying? Boss, king, salutes, all that. You dig? I try to put out positive energy. But at the end of the day, I call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, to me, they on there with a big time and they big timers. Not just in YouTube, but just period, point blank, as you know what I'm saying, as man. So salute to D-Town, salute to K-Po, and a salute to Captain 4G. Now Captain 4G been coming out with a couple of videos that he titled Put Up or Shut Up. Now, I'm not gonna say specifically who he's talking about, but I'm also saying I'm taking it as general Errol Spence fans also is welcome to this challenge. And his challenge is, you know what I'm saying, instead of putting so much value into money and betting money on this Errol Spence fight against Terrence Bud Crawford, put your channel up. At first he said put your channel up for 2 months. Now he's starting to, you know what I'm saying, minimize it down to put it up for 1 month. And the thing is, if you picking Errol Spence and you've been talking about Errol Spence winning against Terrence Bud Crawford since you had your platform, put your channel up for 1 month after the fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk about that subject no more. Don't say you can't talk about boxing. You can talk about other boxers, but you can't talk about the Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence fight for a month. Now, to be honest with you, that's kind of a catch-22. You know what I mean? Because people already, for some reason, people want to see like Errol Spence channels or Terrence Bud Crawford channels. They want to go to those platforms after whoever wins, so they can do all they I told you so's and nan and the boo-boos and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like kind of whoever you picking, if you're wrong, you got to come back and at least make one video to eat your crow. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, you should ghost. And I say your whole platform for a month. But most definitely, the Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford conversation, you know what I'm saying, can go on mute for a month.
So Big Knot, right there and then, you modify the rules. You modify the rules. You said that at least you should appear and say, listen, I made this bet. I got to stand on my square for 1 month. I'm going to eat my crow before I disappear for the month. But that was the challenge I made. Congratulations to Bud Crawford, so-and-so, or congratulations to Errol Spence. I'm letting you know I'm here to eat crow. I'm not here to give you excuses and all this stuff. Because let me explain something. What this challenge is about. This put up and shut up. There's channels out there that's not really about boxing. They're about their words and being narcissistic. It's about them, and they use the boxers, and they make this kind of cult channel. You know what I'm saying? When you hear somebody say, I'm never going to give Terrence Crawford his props, even if he wins. If you hear people saying, or you see certain channels doing certain kind of character, certain things that sounds like just way off, right? So this is more of like, if you're narcissistic, you're never going to say, I'm wrong. You're going to be wrong and strong. You're going to be always wrong and strong. Let me give you an example how the mind could be manipulated. Now, if Errol Spence loses, right? And I'm an Errol Spence channel. And never mind the challenge, the 1 month challenge. And then I come back, right? I would say more things to make me look like I am right. Like this. Man, I told Errol Spence. I told y'all guys. See, this is a key word. To get your mind thinking that somebody told you. Which he did. So he's reinforcing something that he told you. But we already know. I told you guys that if Errol Spence did this, that Crawford was going to beat him. I told you if Errol Spence should have did this, or she would have done that. So they lost, right? But they're still reinforcing it by what they said, and I told you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about them. Always going to be about them. That's the narcissistic way of these channels. That's why I say put up or shut up. It's not about what you told me. Because all I was hearing, because at the end of the day, majority of Errol Spence channels, heterosexual channels, they always making videos about Bud. They always. You see how I change it? Heterosexual channels, not Errol Spence channels, right? Heterosexual channels. They always make an excuse of it's Bud fault. It's Bud. Everything is Bud. So I don't want to hear that you say, well, you see, because it make it sound like it's Bud fault that Errol lost. But this is the whole idea. It's a winner and there's a loser. Right? But don't come telling me, well, I told you if Errol, you know, he should have shoot this jab, this, and see, he didn't do this, so that's why Crawford capitalized on that. And I told you if Errol don't do this right away, he don't start off quickly, or he start off, or he don't put enough jabs. I know what Errol's supposed to do. That's not the whole issue. But this is the manipulation you do so you can keep running your channel and keep running your mouth, and it's about your narcissistic ways. So let's get back. And this is the reason why I said that. So we could weed out these niggas. We could weed out these ego fanons, fagnons, money browns, doodle brown, whatever you call it. Best fight the best, knockout, 86. These dudes, because let me tell you something. When people lose, they wrong and strong and they don't like losing. They don't like losing. I'll give you an example. Knockout 86. When Zone 6 put that work in on him, you know what he said when he lost? You trash. You trash. And Zone 6 like, what's going on, man? We had a debate. Yeah, but you know, you had your mans on my channel, and you know, well, guess what? So you're trying to say the only reason why he won because he had his crew on your channel. But most of the time, you put these polls up, people on your channel that agree with you, put the poll higher than what it is. They agree because they agree that you're a Tank fan or Arrow fan. So now you're telling me that your debates, when no one has their crew, right, to vote, this is what you're saying. But you was a sore loser. You told the man he's trash. That's what you told Zone 6. Your character stinks, right? And this is what I'm trying to show you with these people. They are egotistical. They just want to be listened to. They want to ramble. They want to ramble you and put you to sleep. They want to ramble. So I'm trying to show you it's the character. It's the narcissistics that's going on here with these channels, and it's about them. It ain't also always with the boxer. Yes, they confuse you and give you the illusion that, yeah, they know boxing. Okay, they know some boxing. They know boxing. I don't know everything in boxing. I'm learning as I go along, right? I know boxing, but some people know more boxing than I do. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you're a better channel than me, because I might have a different perspective. That's all it is on certain things. So this is what I'm talking about people being a sore loser. They don't like to lose. They're wrong and strong. They're narcissistic. No matter if their fighter loses, they always come back and look like they're winning. And like Big Knock would say, well, let's listen to a little bit more what Big Knock have to say so you can listen to his character and how he breaks this down. Yeah.
Most definitely, the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford conversation, you know what I'm saying, can go on mute for a month. But I don't know all the rules that you want to put into this bet. I'm going to take it as a general bet. Any Errol Spence fan, if Terrence Crawford wins, then you can't talk about Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence for a month. Your channel. That's for Caps and Full G. That's my brother from another, you know what I'm saying? That's my doppelganger. That's my kinfolk. That's a, you know what I'm saying? To me and him got more in common than we have opposite. Always been solid, always gave him a proper salute, and he's always given me a proper salute. Big Caps and Full G. You know, it's like iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. To me, it's like Antios. Antios, I was just reading about Antios, however you say his name, but it's a Greek mythological wrestler, you know what I'm saying? And his mother was like Mother Earth, and as long as he was on the ground, he was undefeatable. You know what I mean? So he would go through competition and kill them all because they would try to throw him to the ground and pin him to the ground. But that's where he got his strength from. And it took for Hercules to go up against him in war to figure out that no matter how many times you throw him down, he'd get back up stronger. So Hercules had to fight him and defeat him another way. You know what I'm saying? So I look at this as friendly combat. But it's also two warriors on the YouTube community, two warriors that's lifting each other up. The same thing that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is doing in actuality, even though people want to go and put them at odds and tear them down and all this. To me, they both building each other up legacy-wise. So in my opinion, YouTube communities can build each other up even if we disagree or we think it's going to win. I never was the type of person that felt like you got to tear down Terrence Crawford or tear down Errol Spence and put so much negativity on the fighter to say he ain't this and he ain't that and his resume ain't this and his life, just all this negative tearing down shit. I say we lift it up and we build it up. And at the end of the day, you know, Hercules had to lift up Antaeus to defeat him, to keep him off the ground. So, in my opinion, I really try to build somebody up and try to hold somebody down. Captain 4G, that's my brother from another. You know what I'm saying? That's my doppelganger. You know what I'm saying? That's my twin. That's just a like-minded soldier. A lot in common. Breaks down boxing from a totally different perspective than I break it down. But I always appreciate his point of views. You know what I'm saying? And he has a war mentality. I'm not gonna say who he goes to war with, but go check out his channel and subscribe, and you will see who he goes to war with. But I do take you up on your challenge. I do take you up on your challenge, Captain 4G. Even though I would hate for you to go ghost for a month, because I look forward to all of your content. And for most people who picking Terrence Crawford, I would like to see how they change their perspective on their comeback video. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just want to hear, people already, I don't want to put this out in a negative way, but people trip me out when they say, after such and such win or such and such lose, what's going to be the excuse? You want to hear the excuse? I'm not the type of person that want to hear other people's excuses. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just want to hear, people already, I don't want to put this out in a negative way, but people trip me out when they say, after such and such win or such and such lose, what's going to be the excuse? You want to hear the excuse? I'm not the type of person that want to hear other people's excuses. The excuses and opinions to me is just like assholes. Everybody got one. Nobody else wants to hear yours. I don't care about hearing other people's excuses. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear people legitimately give a breakdown, honestly, of the fight if I respect their opinion. So even if you're picking Terrence Crawford and he loses, but I respect your way of breaking down a fight, I do want to come back around eventually to hear how your perspective, you know what I'm saying, was molded and changed by the outcome if it was in, you know what I'm saying, opposite of what you was predicting. But I still feel like it's a great little bet to boost up a little anxiety and put a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, into that, as far as everybody put all their value into money, and money is paper. I feel like I agree with Captain 4G. You know what I'm saying? Your word is your bond. Your word is born, and your word is your bond. And if you got a platform and you've been, you know what I'm saying, calling this fight for however many years long, and you got it wrong, it's cool for you to, you know what I'm saying, go to the drawing board for a month and go dormant and go silent. And, you know what I'm saying, either way, you do what you want to, everybody can do what they want to do with their channel. But Captain 4G, I've been listening to him for a couple of weeks, break down his thoughts on his bet on put up or shut up. And I like it. It makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like nobody should just ditch their whole channel for 2 months. But going 1 month without talking about that subject, you know what I'm saying, that would be hard to do. You know, that'd be hard to do. You know, I'm like the type of person that if I break my ankle, I like to try to walk it off. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to call this fight and say through and through, I'm very confident in Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, winning against Terrence Crawford, and he loses, the first thing I would want to do is come back and make a video to talk about how I broke it down with no excuses. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I would want to do, is lean into it. But at the same time, it would hurt to not be able to say nothing for a month. So, put up or shut up. Capsule for a G. I normally would like to wager pull-ups and push-ups, and how much can you put on the bench press, and how much can you squat, and how much can you deadlift, or how many, you know what I'm saying, rounds can you put on the heavy bag or something like that. But I also like the bet of putting up your channel going silent for 1 month after the fight. So if you want to, you know what I'm saying, leave me a comment in the comment section below and say we got a deal. I salute it. We locked in. You know what I'm saying? You will have my word. If I see your comments from you that say let's make it a bet, you have my word that if the fight don't go the way I predicted it, or see it coming out, you know what I'm saying? I think prediction is a strong word. You know what I'm saying? I got Errol Spence winning. If he lose, I won't talk about the subject for a cold, solid month. If you respond back and you say you want to do the same thing. Nocturnal thoughts. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Salute. 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 Wow.
So it's put up or shut up. And I screenshot it, which I don't have to screenshot it with Big Knock because he's a man of his word. But he told me, like, reply back. So I showed a screenshot of me replying back. So you see, like I said, and great, I like Greek mythology, man. See, we got a lot of things in common, man. That was a great analogy how you compare the situation like that. My brother from another. I tell you right, man. I tell you. But, you know, like I said, we go back and forth every day, 24/7, 365 days a year. And we've been going back and forth 5 years about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. And I'm saying, you know, a lot of people, like Big Knock said, a lot of people, they can't wait to get back on the channel. You can't get back. You want to get back on the channel that was saying that Errol or Crawford was winning. You can't wait to get them to eat crow and want to hear the excuses. Like Big Knock said, man, I ain't trying to hear no excuses, man. And I ain't trying to hear no hate on both of these brothers, man. And you can see the difference between an aerosexual channel and a man like Big Knock that just has Errol Spence winning. He breaks it down. He might do some resume on comparison. But he's not like top-ranked Toby, right? And making thumbnails and acting all crazy and shit, right? And saying all kind of propaganda and shit, right? So there's a difference between an aerosexual fan channel and basically the aerosexual channels is what you're trying to listen to because they got you so pissed off, they put a battery in your back that you can't wait for Crawford or Errol to win so you could go back and hear their excuses. But I'm telling you, when it comes to narcissistic channels, that's why I said we got to weed these niggas out. When it comes to narcissistic channels, you're not going to get that gratification. You're not. They're going to find a way. They always find a way. Come on, we boxing fans. You know how detailed boxing fans are. You know how boxing channels are. If it ain't the weight, it's the age. If it ain't the age, it's the glove. It ain't the glove. It's the mouthpiece. If it ain't the mouthpiece, it's listen, man, it's everything. That's the part of boxing when it comes to boxing channels and boxing fans. Sean Porter, he was ready to retire. Yo, it's always something. So instead of me saying, oh man, I can't wait to hear this nigga excuse. Nah, I don't want to hear excuses because excuses are like farts in the wind. I don't want to hear shit from these dudes, man. These narcissistic channels. Now, Errol Spence fans, we got to include you in it. But I'm showing you that there's a difference between an Errol Spence fan and a channel from an aerosexual. And right now, everybody want to hear what an aerosexual got to say after they lose. And I'm telling you, these niggas always going to slip their way through the crevice and come out and say some shit like I told you so, even when they losing. So I'm saying, you know, after you get tired, after y'all niggas get tired of, let's talk about the resume. Who did he fight? Who did this one fight? Nah, we can't give him credit because he ain't fight nobody. Pound for pound, blah, blah, blah. When you get tired and you starting to get a headache and you hearing this nigga, and you, yo, bro, why don't you just put up your channel? What do you mean put your channel up? I mean, yeah. For 1 month, you can't talk about Errol Spence and Crawford. If Errol Spence loses, you can't put your hate on your channel and come up with excuses. We don't want to hear it. You got to present yourself like Big Knock said and say, listen, I made a bet. I lost my bet. I got to shut my channel down. When it comes to Errol Spence and Crawford, I can't talk that talk. So I can't even walk the walk, whatever. But with other boxers, you'll see me in here. And what happens is, it's eating them up inside, bro. It's eating up them inside that the channels that's winning. Because remember, a lot of aerosexual channels have a lot of subscribers. Okay? So they know how to push the propaganda. They know. And that's why I came up with this, like, in my mind. Like, I don't want to hear these niggas' excuses. I don't like listening to women excuses. All right? I go by action. That's it. And the action is, shut the fuck up. If you can't do that, then, hey, if you say, see, that's what I'm saying. Say you're going to do it. And once you do it, now you can't go back on your word. If you go back on your word, well, your integrity, man. Just like this nigga Best Fight the Best. He said, what if in a hot nigga minute, this ninja fucking reneged already. Talking about what if I do say this and what if I do say that. All right, well, it's all about you. Your narcissistic ways. You being right. You keep saying, I don't care, like a little 14-year-old kid. Girl, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what this one says. What I say. Now, like I said, we're grown men up here, man. We're grown men. And I think this should be, hey, don't even say my name, man. Don't say Caps Info. Terrence Crawford channels. Don't even say I made it up, come up. It has nothing to do with me. You know what it has to do about? Shutting these niggas up, man. For 1 month. I'm doing 2. I said 2. I'm sticking with 2, man. If that situation happened, I'm sticking for 2 months, man. Because I already said it, came out of my mouth. It is what it is. But 1, still talk about your boxes. Your channel can move on, but I swear this shit's gonna eat them inside because they know they're gonna be on the channel talking about everybody else, and then they can't slip up and open their mouth and say one word about 2-time undisputed. See, this is history in the making. And if we both put our channel, people will say, "Oh, this is not serious," right? And I keep telling you, when y'all go to the bleachers and you see niggas beating each other asses for sports, right, or outside the arena, right? At that time, it's serious, okay? Now, to have an argument and going back and forth for 2 or 3 hours with somebody, that's serious. I tell y'all niggas right now, I don't got time to argue with your niggas, okay? My time is worth more than money. I'm 50 years old. So right now, money's cool. I'm talking about my time. I ain't got no time for that. But I do have time to tell you, shut the fuck up, bet your channel, and be a man, and beat your chest. And when you're wrong, come back and say, man, I eat crow and I got to shut my channel down. I did make... I'm telling you, your subscribers, even though you're a bitch-ass nigga, your subscribers will be like, you know what? You know, I get to this channel all the time. He stand on his word. He stand 10 toes down on the hot concrete. And he kept it there. He didn't hip and hop when it was too hot. He did what he had to do. And, yo, man, you know what? Even though he's a bitch-ass nigga and I listen to him and shit, it is what it is. I'll continue listening to him. Because he stand on his word. But when you got motherfuckers like Best Fight the Best, say, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. What you gonna do about it? Nigga, nobody wanna do nobody wanna do nothing to you, nigga. Alright? Just calm the fuck down, man. You gonna tell me you can't see stupidness? You can't see doltish behavior from this dude? Like, you can really... And you know what? It's so funny. You know what? Let me just let it be. Let it be. So now let me move on. But Big Knock, thank you for accepting, and I hope other channels will accept it. And like I said, you don't have to bring me up at all. When a motherfucker channel start that bullshit, or even a fan, even a subscriber, right? That comes on regularly. Say, yo, man, I don't want to hear from you for a month, bro. I don't want to hear your propaganda. I don't want to hear your foolishness. I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Even that, man. Let's see if a subscriber, but you know, subscribers, you know, this is not about the subscribers. This is more about the channel, man. And what we could do for the subscribers, since we take their money and we fuck them in the ear with our opinions all day, every day, man. And we go back and forth with channel to channel. This be the universal rule, man. Every time a big fight like this, like a Mayweather, a Pacquiao, or Errol Spence, and a Crawford fight, and it taking for so long. Let's say Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson takes 4 or 5 years. He gotta wait till they at 147 for this fight to happen. I can see that's the next bullshit going on. Then so that would be the next fight to do this. I ain't saying every fight, but yo, this fight is gonna create history. It's either Spence is gonna be undisputed for the very first time, or Crawford's going to be 2-time undisputed for the very first time at 147 welterweight division. What do we give up? We don't give up nothing, right? We just got to keep yapping and gapping. Yapping and gapping. Well, listen, man. Yo, Big Knot, I respect you, man. You took the bet. What can I say, man? We 2 of a kind in 2 different places. But I respect you a lot. I love you, brother. It's all good. I wish I could get this bet from an aerosexual channel. Woo! I wish I could get that shit from an aerosexual channel. But they fucking fake, phony, ain't got no fucking backbone. And if you do and you hear me, pretend like you don't see me. Because I know that's what you're doing, man. I know that's your best fight, the best knock. I know y'all doing that, man. And like I said, man, I'm coming back on there. And I remember when Knockout was on your channel, you asked me, what's my issue with Knockout 86? Well, now, if you see this video, you could go back to the Knockout and I could show you that the screenshot, that what he said about me in that screenshot was that I had my channel for 10 years and I'm doing better than you. Isn't that some bitch-ass shit? I mean, doesn't that sound like a fucking Fossey bitch-ass nigga, yo? I'm doing better than you. I got more numbers. You've been on for 10 years, nigga. I've been there for 3 years. But you're lying and propaganding on a Terrence Crawford channel about me. It's the same thing Best Fight the Best did. And I'm telling you, it ain't about losing. It's about fucking not pushing propaganda on another channel, especially a small channel that that I am right now. You fucking up my character, man. You know? Alright, so I'm out, man. Yo, Big Knot, you made my weekend, man. At least one. Like I said, it only takes one. It only takes one subscriber of one of your subscribers to go out and do to one of these other channels and ask them a question and put them on the spot. And it also takes another channel to say, yeah, I'll take the challenge. It is what it is. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here for you to read between the lines. It's not what they say, it's what they don't say. And let's see if this was going on. Like I said, channels out there, Terrence Crawford channels, even Errol Spence channels, if y'all really, really want to win an argument, if it's all about the argument, you really want to win an argument, just tell the next channel, shut down for 1 month. You can talk about everybody else except the after effect of Errol and Crawford. That's it. If not, well, don't expect to get what you think you're going to get from narcissistic channels trying to get crow from them. Good luck. They're going to work their way around that. They always do. I'm out. Rah.